From the land of beauty and bounty, division of Llano del Norte. I am Elva May Angeles Fabricante, teacher 1 of Sultan Nagadi Maporo Memorial Integrated School, and I am very pleased to present to you my research entitled Effects of Claveria Reading Technique to the Reading Readiness of the Kindergarten Pupils.
Reading readiness is an important point in the kindergarten's educational journey, in which they will be determined whether they are ready to read or not. It is a transition from non-reader to reader. It is very important to note that the pupils will learn if they have fun. The use of conceptualized and localized pictures will surely capture the attention and may lead to greater learning to read. This is where Claveria reading technique comes in. It is a reading technique that uses a conceptualized and localized picture to introduce the first syllable of the word. The learners will familiarize the pictures first, and eventually the first syllable of the word that is labeled on the picture will register on their minds. This will be then the basis for enriching the reading readiness of the kindergarten pupils. Theoretical framework for 2010, as cited by PAN 2018, stated that the most important goal of early education is to promote the development of children's early language and literacy skills, including reading. Furthermore, PAN 2018 gave emphasis that once reading skills are already effectively established among the beginners, writing and other set of academic skills will be also eventually developed. This is because reading always comes in conjunction with writing and other basic learning competencies. According to the study of Santos and Ambuyok in 2018, teachers used Calvaria reading techniques specially to the non-readers. First syllable of the word is introduced through the aid of a picture. Learners can catch up easily in reading the words because they were first familiarized with the picture used for every syllable.
Research questions. This study sought to answer the following questions. What is the level of reading readiness of the pupils as measured in the pretest? 2. What is the level of reading readiness of the pupils as measured in the post-test? 3. What is the level of reading readiness of the pupils as measured in the pretest and post-test? 4. Is there a significant difference between pupils' reading readiness before and after they are exposed to Claveria reading technique as measured in the post-test?
Methodology. A one-group pretest post-test design was employed in this study to determine the effects of Claveria reading technique on the reading readiness of kindergarten pupils. It is a quasi-experimental research design in which the same dependent variable is measured in one group of participants before and after a treatment is administered. The participants were from intact class of kindergarten section Aguila pupils of Sultan Nagadi Mapuro Memorial Integrated School, school year 2019-2020. They are selected through purposive sampling technique.
One intact class of kindergarten pupils were given a pretest adapted from Abbott B. et al. In 2012. This consisted of a 10-item picture consonant test that measured their phonics reading readiness. The researcher modified the adapted test since the language used in the kindergarten as medium of instruction is mother tongue, which is Sinogbuano, Bisaya. Furthermore, the researcher made it into a 10-item picture syllable test. To assure the validity of the test, it has undergone content validation by experts, and a pilot testing was conducted to test its reliability. In the post-test, the researcher used the same questions from the pretest, but of different test item placement.
The following statistical tools were employed to answer the different problems presented. 1. Frequency and percentage. 2. Mean and standard deviation. 3. Paired t-test. Findings. It is very important that reading readiness of the pupils is fully established while they are still in kindergarten to determine if they are ready to learn to read. it was found out that there was a significant difference between the pre-test and post-test scores of the respondents. Result demonstrates that the respondents can be classified within very poor to poor performance in their pre-test scores. Then, a great increase of them having more obtained at fair and good performance in their post-test scores. Thus, the Claveria reading technique in improving reading readiness of the kindergarten was effective and could be one of the possible alternative teaching strategies in reducing the numbers of non-readers in our school. After getting the permission from the parents, these videos were taken after the introduction of Claveria reading technique.
M, him, wim, win, them, them, da, them, them, give, him, wim.
Recommendations. The teachers and school heads will utilize different techniques and strategies in improving pupils' reading readiness while they are still in kindergarten, and consider Claveria reading technique as one of them. On the other hand, localized and conceptualized teaching materials based on the medium of instructions of the classroom may be considered, since Sinugbuanong Bisaya and Maranao are mainly used in the kindergarten classroom in Sultanaga di Mapuro district. That pupils will be exposed to the different techniques and strategies that will help them establish their reading readiness, where Claveria reading technique could be one of them. That further study be conducted considering a wide scope of study population and, if possible, other alternative approaches in enhancing pupils' reading readiness. That ends my presentation. I am now ready for your comments, suggestions, and recommendations.